Hey, dude.
Check this out. Everybody, if you can do the Bartman.
Yeah, that's right. Word.
Hello again to my YouTube friends and subscribers. And welcome back to Jay's World Order. Today, we are heading to...
Hey, yo.
What?
Oh, don't be a mark.
I'm not a mark.
Jabroni.
I'm not a jabroni.
You might be a little overweight, so right now you are 100% fat ass.
Okay, number one, Scott Steiner, big fan, big fan. Number two, you're incorrect. I was fat.
You're the best around.
What's up with you guys today? Did I upset you for some reason? I thought you guys all considered me to be a...
Intelligent Jew like yourself.
Thank you, Iron Sheik. I really appreciate that. It's a little secret, but some people around here actually consider me to be...
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. You shut up!
Let's just go to the Toy Quest Toy Collector Show. I'll see you there.
Fernando.
Hey, Fernando. Nice to meet you. Mucho gusto.
Nice to meet you,
Igualmente. Hey, man, you got some great stuff here sitting on the table today.
Thank you.
I'd just love to know, where can they find you online?
Yeah, but I got a YouTube channel, which you can find me. It's called Frost, Frozz, Juguetes y Más. It's in Spanish channel,
Okay.
which means toys and more.
Toys and
The
More. Stinger. What year is this Stinger from?
This one, I believe, is from 2020, if I'm not mistaken. That's when they did the WWF figures, a matchup with He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Yes, that's why it has that kind of body looking same as the Motu figures.
Okay.
So it was a pretty cool matchup. The matchup that they did.
See the claw here. That reminds me of the He-Man reference right there.
That's the claw from Clawful from
Clawful, right? This is an original G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that's the 25th anniversary.
How about this Omega Red I'm looking at here, sir?
That's from the 1990s, mid-90s Toy Biz edition.
They have brought me back, a living weapon they once had grown to fear.
This guy right here. I had this guy as a child. Now is this Starscream?
No, that's actually it's a knockoff Transformer.
Right, and
it's not the actual original Transformer.
but it's from the 80s, right?
That one particularly, yes, early 90s.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Some Boglins.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now,
that's.
those are Mexican bootleg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is a Robotech 80s picture figure. Now this one is with the blue jumpsuit. It usually comes with the red, but this one's like a little more rare than the normal one.
Okay.
Yes, but it's totally vintage, early 80s.
Released all the way back in 1985, and it practically introduced anime to the Western audience.
Hey, yeah. You see, I have vague memories of Robotech from the 80s. I know I wasn't too much into the Japanimation at that time, except for Voltron. I was really into Voltron.
Oh yeah, everybody loved it.
Hi, this is Rochelle Garcia. I am with Matthew's Vintage Toy Box. I'm actually the parent of the original 1950s collector, my son Matthew, who is 10 years old. He has a huge passion for Jack in the Boxes. It started at a young age, getting in the hobby of thrifting with his dad. They love to visit different states, going to different towns, and just looking at a variety of antique stores. And that kind of what sparked the interest in collecting 1950 toys. So each year during his birthday, he's able to visit, many antique stores. And so that was, he's actually gone online to eBay, And it's just a huge passion of his. So we're
Absolutely amazing. It's like an innate spiritual connection to old antiques at a very young age.
Definitely. We've always said that he has a an old soul.
Oh, absolutely, especially for antiquing.
Right.
Now, what are some of the years we're looking at here, like Beanie, for instance?
I'm coming, baby!
Help! Save me!
You call?
Well, these are 1950s. You know, as a parent, I'm learning myself. You know, the passion. This one he actually went and labeled them. So this is coming from 1949.
Wow.
What he really enjoys is, you know, the sounds and the music that they make.
So it's not so much the antiquity, but almost like the vibe and the feeling he gets when he looks at it.
Exactly.
Are Furbies still popular? People still buy them?
I'm finding that they are.
Yeah?
Yes. We had a few customers come by, and she had said, you know, she does have Furbies. She still collects them. Again, I'm just learning, you know, so obviously being in the original box is going to be a lot more valuable than not.
A lot more. When these first came out, you could not get them. Oh, I cannot forget. My Lord.
You likely won't spot one on store shelves, though. There's just too many people.
My Lord, I had no interest in them. I was already a teenager by that point, but geez.
What's the worst thing about being famous then?
That you have to answer stupid questions.
All right. We got Corporal Kirshner here. Fabulous Don Morocco. My man, Tito Santana. He's a school teacher in New Jersey. Original Casey Jones in packaging. So I'm kind of a sick freak. When I was younger, I used to have my April Jones, April O'Neil figure have intimate affairs with Casey Jones. And I think maybe I was caught in a very compromising moment with that happening. Rock lore is right here. Yo, Metzger Toys, Providence and Tucson.
Yo, Metzger, what up?
What's up? Providence, Rhode Island, and Tucson.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
We're twins. We're from the East Coast originally. I'm in Tucson now. My brother's in Providence. So we kind of split the coast and divide and conquer.
Right on. I love the stuff you got.
Thank you.
A lot of stuff you have here is my childhood.
Yes.
So we got original Transformers. You got an original Optimus Prime?
That's G1 Optimus. Yeah, we kind of roll with like, we want to show you the best of each. We want to show you garbage. So it's G1 Optimus, Blaster, all the tapes also for Soundwave down here with their accessories. We want to show you GoBots as well. We love Transformers.
I love Transformers. I love GoBots.
Yeah.
Now, it's funny in that time period because they were almost competition, even though Transformers was destroying them in the marketplace.
Yes.
There was almost an equal love that I had for GoBots and Transformers.
Yeah.
Did you feel that same way when you were growing up?
Yeah, not every kid could afford a Transformer.
Right.
You know, so we had to kind of roll with what we had, and the GoBots was a little second level, but I thought they were equally as cool, and some of their characters were cool. Scooter is my favorite GoBot, 1000%. I still have them from when I was a kid, so yeah, we totally love anything in this area. There's so much better quality than they are today, and they still hold up. So Metzger, we're big into Yo Joe, so G.I. Joe. We've got, bunch of G1 Joes packaged with their original accessories. We've got a bunch of, we also love My Little Pony and Strawberry Shortcake and Barbie, and we just want to show you the retro toys back from our youth in the best quality we can.
The prices here of the carded Mutant Turtles, the Casey Jones, the April O'Neil.
So, Splinter is down there. Splinter kind of sets the tone at like $145 on card. Gorgeous card, gorgeous bubble.
Yeah.
Casey Jones is in that same price. And then there's a Donatello that has his, the kind of Inspector Donatello. So he starts at $105.
Donatello, master of the staff.
That original G1 Donatello on card, you know, it's in the $300-400 range at this point.
What's amazing about the Turtles, when it comes to the original comics in transition to the TV show, it was a 180 in a lot of aspects. They were kind of brutal in their first few comics that Kevin Eastman released. So it's kind of astonishing when you look at that as an adult later on in life, realizing the Turtles that we got were G.
They were G.
When they were R at one point.
Yeah,
Yes.
and still cool, and they still have their style, which we love.
Do you have Casey Jones weapons only?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I would sell them to you. Typically, I wouldn't break a case like this,
Oh,
but
I
what we do is
appreciate
we rebag them with all their accessories.
Awesome.
So this is Casey
Yes,
with
sir.
his golf bag and putter and baseball bat.
It's been taking me all year just to find the weapons, my friend.
Okay.
Are you willing to do so?
Yeah, we will. $25 for the weapons, and I'll keep them separate.
I love it. Thank
Okay,
you. That's
beautiful.
awesome for me, man.
I love it.
Perfect.
It's that weird guy again.
Hey, Josh.
That weird guy again.
Josh.
Oh.
Hi, guys. It's me.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's me again. Josh from Retro Ventures. I love watching your YouTube videos.
Thank you.
If you guys have not seen Josh from Retro Ventures, please check it out. You got the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, in box, complete.
In box.
So I had to pick this up because for the low price of $125.
Oh my God.
And it's complete because the last one I bought, someone said, yeah, it's complete, right? What? Here is what mine doesn't have at home. This is the Jedi training ball.
Yep. Oh my God. So
and then
this
I
is
have the
100%
other.
complete.
So I'll just tell you this. These two struts are $40 to $50 on eBay all day long. Okay? This Jedi training ball, just the ball alone can go for $20 to $30. Just the ball. The arm can go for another $20, and people have this on eBay for like $60 to $120. So just these parts alone is the cost of the Millennium Falcon.
Oh my God.
Now you add in a nice cherry box with it, because mine is demolished at home. So I'm upgrading my box. I'm upgrading my parts. So I'm probably going to take the parts off and put that in mine, because this one, the one I have, is in a little better condition. Found that at Zia Records for $150. $150 with the inserts and the instruction manual, and it's just missing the gunner windshield.
Now, what would that go for normally?
That's like it's $300.
Wow. See, I'm not a Funko guy, but I love the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
They are the sexiest women on television.
And stay on my back with my legs elevated. That's the same thing you did last Saturday.
The biggest find, I think, was Jessica. She found this at a Goodwill for $3, and it's a $90 to $100. It's a $100. This sold on eBay for $100 free shipping.
And how much you find it for?
$3.
What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with me?
I brought this for you. I wanted you to find it.
Oh.
It's a 2014 WrestleMania.
Oh, that's so cool.
Just Beanie Baby.
I love it.
30 years.
Well, thank you, man.
Tag.
So Hulk Hogan goes on stage at WrestleMania 30.
Is Hulk Hogan the one that goes, "I pity the fool"?
No, that's Mr. G.
I just kidding, dude.
Hulk Hogan called it the Silver Dome when it was the Super Dome.
Okay.
Yeah, he's an idiot. Hey, Binge-Worthy Toys.
Hi, how you doing?
What's going on, man?
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody out there.
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas,
Right,
all
all
that
that.
stuff. Yeah, man.
We got a mixed bag, so we got some Kenner re-releases. Obviously, some of the greats. One of my personal favorites is the Bad Bunch. I always thought that was a cool little spin-off they did on those. But yeah, we got Luke and Yoda. We've got the hologram edition one. I got a
Nice.
Han. Some new DC stuff, as you can see. The new platinum build for the custom red dark side. Everyone's kind of fishing for those.
That's gorgeous.
I got some McFarlane and Stan Lee signed objects. We got some more expensive stuff this time.
Did they sign these for you personally, or?
Yeah, they signed up through the Phoenix Con. So if you go to Phoenix Con, we got them signed there.
Awesome.
Then obviously we got above that some statues.
Now Stan, since he passed, his autograph went up.
Yes, so Stan Lee, he did sign a lot of stuff. So on certain items it went up, and other items it stayed stayed the same just because the market did get a lot saturated with his signature.
Sure.
So there are certain comics that are up in value, certain action figures, like for example, the one you were looking at here. This was custom made by Mattel for Stan Lee. That's why they called it Standor. So it's a Skeletor ripoff that they actually made for Stan Lee. So he wasn't the biggest fan of it, but he still endorsed it because it was made after his image.
Sure.
Excelsior.
Trons. What? These are remakes.
Yes, those are obviously remakes. That's the 40th anniversary edition.
Okay.
So quite popular as far as the size goes because it's one of the larger Voltrons that they made.
Right.
It is like a 2000 and I believe 15 remake. They do make different variants of it. They make like the Netflix version. They make a lot of different versions of Voltron. But me in particular, I grew up with the classic Voltron, so I always buy the classic Voltron. Hence the new Deadpool Wolverine movie came out. Obviously, the new line of figures, these are hot. You know, people like them for their image, their likeness. It's just like the movie. A fun-filled, good movie, good experience. That's the Bar Logan. So yeah, these are real popular sellers because the movie was very hot. You know, the thing is doing everything digital, like because we're going to a digital age.
Yeah.
So now when you purchase these figures, not only do you get the actual figure, but you get a code where you can download his site and you get the digital rendering of the character on your computer. So you actually own the likeness via computer or via. So you can actually create a toy room in your computer, and those
amazing.
Toys will be there that you can spend 360 and access.
That's absolutely
Yeah, big seller. That's real popular. When that line came out, man, that was the bee's knees.
Yeah.
You couldn't find him to save your life. Now they re-released him, so you can find him fairly. You can still fairly find him out there, but he's still a little.
How do these re-releases affect the cost of these items?
I would say it doesn't. It does and it does not. So certain items it greatly affects, and other items it does not. So, like for example, Iffy. This was a release that he did quickly that was real popular just because of his image.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you couldn't find him anywhere, so his price jumped way up. And now they just re-released him. Now I found like 3 or 4 of them at Target.
Okay.
So it's that's kind of how it affects.
Okay.
That.
So they're oversaturating themselves though in the market.
Yeah, so it's like any I would call it any greedy business.
Right.
You know, if they release just a limited number, it keeps values high, it keeps collectors really interested in grabbing those items.
Absolutely.
When they run these re-releases, then obviously it drops the value, then the market gets saturated, and then it's just, I've got another one.
Right.
Yeah. As far as quality goes, it's there, man.
It's there.
And
Absolutely.
everyone likes, people don't buy a regular TV anymore, you buy a high definition TV, and it's for the same thing with action figures.
Yeah, I agree.
When you can get something that comes with wired capes now that you can actually shape the cape, shape the image, more weapons. I mean, it drives up the real want for the toy. What it is, people call it dolls or, whatever they want to call it, but really they're just little pieces of art or trinkets of art that you enjoy looking at. You don't necessarily have to take them out of the package and play with them. Right. But there are things that you just like they appeal to you visually.
That's how I feel about women.
Exactly. It's the same concept. Toys are just like women. All right, come over here. I got something special for you. So these you cannot buy. Obviously, when Star Wars came out, they had to sign an NDA that there was no toys that were allowed to be sold that was actual merchandise for Spaceballs, one of my all-time favorite movies.
You have the ring, and I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
So I hired a gentleman at San Diego Comic-Con, an artist, obviously his name's in the upper right-hand corner, I commissioned him to make me some action figures. So what you're seeing here is just straight custom action figures.
What would you sell for the whole set?
Right now, I mean, originally for what I paid to have them made, right now I would sell the whole set for $275. And I'm really almost breaking even because as far as I got this Venom in, which is really popular, people are really interested in him. I got Carnage, so I got the kind of like the dynamic duo.
Yes, sir.
And then obviously there's modern remakes of Spider-Man where he's more cartoony, more.
All right, that is a nice looking Andre the Giant. If he was smiling, we can see how brown his teeth were from after drinking 4 or 5 bottles of red wine and then going out to the ring and wrestling a match. I don't know how he did that.
But Andre never brushed his teeth.
What do you mean never brushed his teeth?
Never brushed his teeth.
He was French.
Rest in peace, Brody Lee. That is a damn shame. He was just getting on fire at AEW. Logan Paul, I really hope to never see your face on anything ever again, but you are incredibly athletic, and it's shocking how good you are in the ring.
This is Matt.
Hey, Matt. How long have you been selling Legos for?
These all come from my collection growing up. So, it goes back 10, 15 years or so.
So that's how long you've been collecting Legos now?
Yeah.
What do you find to be the most popular ones that you're selling now if you just started selling?
So far, I'd say Star Wars is probably more popular.
Why is Star Wars the most popular? Considering it is a 50-year-old, property now.
I'd have to say people like army building. They like having, legions of stormtroopers.
Right, that's true.
People always like Boba Fett.
So it's almost like they're creating their own little Lego movie scenes with the Star Wars sets.
Yeah.
That's cool. I dig that. But here, you got a killer X-Men comic, my friend. And you got this sucker for $90. The condition is phenomenal.
Only thing, a little rust unstable, but I'm cool with that. This is a reader copy.
That's a reader copy. That's awesome, man. It's a great find. Amiibos that are really pushing right now, is it mostly just Mario related? Is it beyond Amiibo? Because Amiibos were popular when the Wii U was popular. Now that the Wii U has been out of date now for about 10 years almost.
Yeah, so Amiibos kind of have gone down in value.
They have.
Since they've done a bunch of reprints.
Mm.
People still love them. They're collectible. They're high quality.
Yeah, they are high quality.
They're better than Funko Pops.
Yeah, exactly.
They have more functionality than Funko Pops as well.
Yeah.
Go figure.
And they still work on the Switch.
Yep.
They still work on the Switch. Guys, what's your favorite video game series?
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy?
Followed up by Star Ocean, which, if you know Star Ocean, you know why I'm bringing this franchise up.
I've watched the gameplay of it, though. So yeah, I haven't played it physically yet.
I put in 2,000 plus hours on Star Ocean till end of time. I've beaten it 15 plus times.
I'd have to say the Dark Souls series.
Not too hard?
Nah, you get used to it.
Have you beaten Dark Souls?
Yeah, I've beat all the main ones. Beat Elden Ring, beat Bloodborne.
I'm impressed.
Only one.
I mean, I remember playing, I think, trying to remember the N64 ones, is like just going
mercy.
to a friend's house, playing them. It's like, got pizza on one side, you got soda, got the controllers. It's like, we're playing Friday nights.
Yeah.
It's like, God, I miss LAN parties.
I miss Monday Night Raw and Nitro nights with friends and pizza. Yeah, those were my favorite.
Those were
nights,
great.
man.
My name's Eddie.
Hey, Eddie.
This is Catfish Comics. I started selling on eBay, trying to get away from that, to get away from the fees. This is my second show this year that I've done.
Okay, so you got the original Eastman. Is that the original Eastman Turtles?
No, this is a reprint, but it is signed by Kevin Eastman.
So this Hulk is signed by whom?
By Todd McFarlane.
That's the McFarlane sign.
8.5.
Oh, man. That is unbelievable. As a collector, what should people be looking out for? What's gaining value? What should people be keeping in their collections right now?
Invincible. Invincible is good.
Yep.
Any Marvel, they just keep pumping out Marvel.
Right. It was a great run.
They're all there.
Oh, yes, sir. The whole run of Venom. This is when they all first came out. I remember every single... That was one of my favorite. I love 5. I can't believe you don't like 5. Yep. 6 was good, too. These were all good issues, man.
All right. Well, I hope you guys all had a nice time watching the Toy Quest Toy Collector Show today. I sure had a great time at this convention, and I have some awesome pickups I'd like to share with you now. One, I got to thank my friends over at Retro Ventures. If you haven't subscribed to their page, I highly recommend it. They're awesome people, and they get great stuff. They hooked me up with a free gift today, a WrestleMania 30 plushie. Thank you guys very much for this. I really appreciate it. All right. I got I believe it's 1990 framed Action Comics #1 picture. And guess who got all the weapons? Finally, for Casey Jones. I saw the figure complete a few times today, but I just needed the weapons. And now these guys can go in here where they belong. I also ended up picking up 10 unopened 86 Donruss baseball card packs that I'm going to be doing an opening unboxing video of this in the very near future. Last but not least, we got Luke from the Jedi line, original, Great condition. Beautiful figure. Actually, I'm just show it to you one more time how well this figure we're still in the shape it is. The face looks great. And lastly, Projectile. Original Darth Vader. I've never owned this. This is the first time I've owned this toy, so I'm really ecstatic about that. All right, my friends, well, thank you again for checking out Jay's World Order, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the near future. Peace and love.